Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So it's Zini. My name is Ezine. I'm a wife and I'm a mother to two lovely kids. I'm a YouTuber based in the eastern part of Nigeria, Anambra State. On this channel, I'm going to be sharing with you guys fashion tutorials, DIY, pattern drafting, and what have you. So please, if this is what you would love, please stick around and do not forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share, guys. Please do not forget that I promise to make this a very interesting channel. So please stick with me as we ride on. And on today's tutorial, I'm going to be sharing with you guys how to make a drawstring kimono jacket with an open beaded back. Please, if this is what you love, don't forget to sit back and relax and enjoy the video with me. So without wasting much time, we are going to dive right into the video. So come along. So on today's tutorial, we'll be making a drawstring kimono with an open beaded back, and we'll be making use of our scissors, chalk, 1.5 yard of Ankara fabric. This is totally dependent on you. You can use more than that. You can use 2 yards, but I'll be using 1.5 yards. We'll be making use of our beads, crystal beads, our measuring tape, and our ruler. So let's just get right into the video. So first of all, we'll be rolling a straight line on the top of the fabric. This is to enable us take appropriate measurements. So go in with the neck measurement, the standard neck, which is 3 inches. And if you can see, I folded the fabric into 4. This is for the front and the back. We'll go ahead and take the measurement of the round sleeve. So I'll be making use of 13 inches. This is also totally dependent on you. You can make it a little bit shorter or a little bit wider. It is all dependent on you. We'll go in and take the hip measurement. My hip measurement is 10 and a half, plus I'll be adding 5 more inches because this is a free gown. It doesn't need to be tight whatsoever. It needs to be very free. Yes, so we'll be adding 5 more inches to the hip. After we are done adding 5 inches, we are going to go ahead and make a curve, a slight curve from the sleeve, the armhole, straight down. I'll be using my ruler to make it to draw a straight line down to the end part of the dress. And I made use of the 45 inches of the Ankara. I did not cut it. You can make yours shorter. This is also totally dependent on you. So I went in by 1 inch from the shoulder. I made a slant down to the neckline. So I'm going to make use of my ruler to make the line. After that, I'll go ahead and mark 3 inches from the beginning or middle part of the dress straight down. Now this is because a jacket has an opening in front of it. So I'll go ahead and make a straight line down to the end part of the dress. So after I'm done with this, I'll go ahead and start cutting it out, trimming out the unwanted parts. This jacket is really very simple to make. It doesn't require so much. So it's so I'm done cutting it out, and here I'll be using this piece of clothing that I just trimmed out from the jacket. So it will serve as my band for the neckline of the jacket. I'll go ahead and join the 2 shoulders together with my sewing machine and then come back and show you guys what it looks like real quick. I'm done sewing it up, so this is what it actually looks like. So the 2 shoulders have been sewn together, the front and the back. I'll turn it up so that you can see how it looks like. Also, I've gone ahead to double fold the back of the jacket where the beads will stay. As you can see, I've already double folded it, and this is where the beads are going to be placed. Now we'll head over to start placing the band on the jacket. We'll have to open it up wide like this, and then we'll place the band over carefully, and we'll have to hold it first with the pins. Remember the size to place so that you don't end up placing the wrong side. We'll have to hold it down together with the pins to hold it firm. This will enable us to sew it accurately on the sewing machine. So I go ahead to do this all the way down to the we have gotten to the neck part of the dress. This is what it looks like. This is the neck of the dress, and we'll have to measure out the number of inches that we left out. Now this is 6 inches. 6 inches for the back of the neck. Remember that for the front we measured out 3 inches, so 3 plus 3 will give us 6. That is for the whole of the neck for the back. Yeah, and then we'll continue placing our band after we have marked our 6 inches with chalk. This is where I marked it with chalk so that it is visible enough, and then we'll place the joining of the other neck side to where we marked it, and then we'll have to pin it down together. This will enable us to sew it more accurately. So I've gone ahead to sew it on the sewing machine. All the places that we held down with pin, I've gone ahead to sew it. So I'll go over and turn this. It's just like when you're fixing a band on a skirt, how you turn it. So I've already turned it, and I'll be placing pins on it to hold it properly so that it doesn't go out of place. So once we are done with this will serve as our band for the jacket, and we'll give it a good press. So you have to be very careful here. Now we've gotten to the neck part of the dress. Once we get to the neck part, we'll stop, look at it carefully, and then fold the two sides together. This place looks a little bit dicey, but when you look at it carefully, it's something you can pull through. But we'll have to hold it down with pins so it doesn't confuse us. When you hold this down with pin, it gets more easier when you get to the sewing machine. So this is the neckline. I'll pin it down together. I'll come over to the other side of the neckline and do the same thing that I did for the other side. Where the joining meets each other, that is where I would continue sewing from. I'll pin this all the way down, and then I'll go ahead and sew it on my sewing machine. And after I'm done sewing that, I'll double fold the down part of the dress. So I'm done sewing the band. As you can see, I've neatly sewn it together and I've ironed it for more neatness. Please, as you're sewing, always endeavor to iron. It makes it come out more neater. I've also gone ahead to fold the down part, and this is what it looks like. This is the back, and then this is the front. So this is how the jacket will be looking like, and that is where I'll be fixing my beads. So we'll go ahead and fold the sleeve area and then sew the two sides together. I've done that, and this is what it looks like. I've also ironed it, and it's already looking neat and coming well together. So this is the inside, and this is where we'll be using for the drawstrings. We'll be double folding the allowance for the side seam allowance. So we'll be double folding and we'll be sewing on it. After double folding and sewing, I've gone ahead to cut my rope, and I'll be measuring where I want my drawstring to stop. I've already measured it out, and I've drawn a line there. I've gone ahead to finish off the edges of the rope with a lighter. So this makes it not
we'll go ahead and pin this down so that it holds it in place while we sew it. So we'll make a horizontal stitch across where we placed the pins. So we have already done that, and this will help keep the ropes in place from it not coming out of the dress. I'll go ahead and start drawing the rope, and this is where the drawstring comes in. So this is what is called a drawstring, because you have to draw it all the way to where you want it to stop. You can be very creative with this. You can play around it, do it as you wish, and then when you're done you can tie it. We'll go over immediately and start with the beading of the dress. I'll be starting off with 1.5 inches. You can start up anywhere you want. So I want to be leaving like at least an inch or 1.5 inch space between the lines of the beads. So this is me trying to knot my thread. I'll be knotting it twice so that it keeps it in place without it coming out, because if you don't do this so tightly, your beads while walking or maybe while wearing the dress, your beads will come off and it will make everything scattered. So that is why you have to knot it very well so that it keeps the beads firm. I've already gone ahead to knot it on the dress, and this is my pin and these are my beads. I'll go ahead to start beading this, putting it inside the needle and the thread. This can be a little bit time consuming. It's something that requires a lot of patience. I've already gone ahead to do the first line of the bead, and here again I'm going to be knotting it. I've placed the thread over the needle, so this is how you knot it and prevent it from coming out. I'll do it again. I knotted this up to 2 times so that it holds it very firm without even coming out. So I'll go ahead and repeat this particular procedure off camera to the rest of the beads that I'll be using for the jackets. I'm done fixing the beads and it's already looking very beautiful. This requires a lot of patience, so I'll advise you carefully do it so that you don't make a lot of mistakes. I'll go ahead and wear this jacket and show you guys what it looks like. Bye.